Well, hello and welcome to our Power of the Patch presentation. My name is Gregory Mascari up here in Bozeman, Montana, and we're going to be speaking to you for the next 30 minutes about a patented breakthrough and wearable light technology. This is very, very exciting, so thanks for joining us. Before we get started, I'd like to just ask and see if we can agree on two things. Number one, health is our greatest wealth, and if you lose it, it's the greatest loss. And we all want to live vibrant, energetic lives well on into our golden years so we can enjoy our family and our friends and just life in general. Number one, health is our greatest wealth. But, along with that, the symptoms of aging and disease, they certainly are not fun. And have you noticed the older you get, the more they start creeping in? It just seems like the body doesn't work as well as it used to. And that's because the older you get, the faster you age and the slower you heal due to a natural decline in our body's number one repair system, and that's stem cells. And you probably don't realize it. By age 30, they've decreased approximately 50%. And by age 60, only a small percentage remains. And I don't know about you, but this kind of drove me to a realization a while ago. I remember when you could work all day, party all night, then get up tomorrow and do it again. Well, that doesn't work so well for me anymore. I'm just about hitting 72 here this summer, and I just want to keep feeling like I'm 39 for the rest of my life. So I came to a major decision. I finally figured out what I want to be when I get older, younger. And I bet you many of you can relate to that. I don't care if you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and beyond, getting old isn't so cool, okay? The wisdom that comes with it is a grand thing, but it's nice to have our vitality and mental clarity to enjoy it. So let me ask you two personal questions. If you could change one thing in your health or in the health of someone you love and care for, what would that be? If you could just wave your magic wand and have one thing get better, some nagging issue, some chronic issue, or, just some nagging feeling. Okay, number one. Number two, and what impact would reducing or eliminating that issue have on you or their quality of life? What difference would it make? Wouldn't it be great if you could wave that magic wand and have it go away or at least get better? With that being said, I just want to give a kind of a general disclaimer that our LifeWay products are not designed or intended to heal, treat, cure, or diagnose any disease. That's not what we do. Our products do, however, help our bodies get back into a healthier, more regenerative mode, and many times wonderful things then begin to happen. So if there were an affordable way to change the trajectory of your aging, and you could look, feel, and live younger longer, would that be interesting to you? Well, it certainly was to me when I heard about this breakthrough technology. And we have good news that our X39 wearable light technology patch is truly a historic breakthrough in holistic wellness. It's a new patented wearable patch technology. It's affordable, it's safe, it's non-invasive, it's absolutely drug-free, nothing goes into your body. It's a unique form of phototherapy, which uses specific frequencies of light to increase and improve your health and wellness, and at the same time supporting your body's innate ability to heal itself. So I'd like to share with you just a short little 2-minute video that kind of puts this in perspective and gives you an understanding of what our technology is all about.
Light, an ancient form of energy that goes back to the dawn of time. For us, it all begins with the sun, the source of light and life for our entire solar system. Even Einstein concluded that everything we're made of contains light. All life originates with the sun through photosynthesis. Plants and vegetation collect the light, and all living creatures emit light. Humans actually emit infrared light, which can be seen with night vision devices. We've known for centuries that light has many effects on the body. LifeWave's phototherapy patches use light to stimulate the body's natural healing systems, providing specific health benefits. Here's how the technology works. First, a patch is applied to specific points on the body. Where the patch covers the skin, Infrared light emitted from the body is reflected back into the tissue. This stimulates the skin, which in turn stimulates specific regions of the brain. The brain then taps into the body's own natural flow of energy and the ability to heal itself. Let's take a look at why this is important on a cellular level. For example, a number of our patch products help counteract free radicals, oxygen molecules that damage cell proteins and contribute to visible signs of aging. When the body is stimulated through phototherapy to release its own antioxidants, these free radicals are neutralized naturally. LifeWave phototherapy patches promote an environment that enables the body to optimize its restorative powers and provide specific health benefits, all without the use of harmful drugs or chemicals, all helping you to stay healthy and young. To find out more, contact your distributor. LifeWave. Live long, live well.
Beautiful. Live long, live well. So let me summarize that for you. The power of the patch is based on the fact that the science of photobiomodulation is a proven way to make the body do wonderful things. LifeWave patches contain very specific combinations of organic materials and nanocrystals. And when they're applied or near our body, they're activated by the infrared light from our body, and they then begin to re-emit very targeted and very specific frequencies of light, which stimulate targeted and beneficial biochemical and biological responses in our body. And this is the basis of our LifeWave phototherapy patches. You know, it's best explained by what we call the sun story. And we all know that when we go out in the sun, there's a frequency of light that causes our body to manufacture vitamin D. We don't get a vitamin D download from the sun. We get a download of light frequency and our body manufactures vitamin D. Whereas another frequency of light from the sun causes our body to make melanin, the chemical which gives us a suntan. Well, LifeWave's patented technology is based on the same rock-solid, widely accepted scientific principle. So let me talk just a little bit about LifeWave. We're a 20-year-old pioneer in wellness technologies. Back in 2000, this amazing life-enhancing technology was originally developed by David Schmidt, our founder and CEO, exclusively for the use by U.S. Navy SEALs to increase their battle-ready strength, stamina, and performance without the use of drugs, stimulants, or caffeine. The technology and the product was so beneficial and so successful that David actually started LifeWave in 2004 to bring this amazing technology to the masses. And usually things get to the Navy SEALs, it takes decades to get to the rest of us if it ever does. But in 4 short years, David was ever able to bring this out to the world market. In 2010, he established a 90,000 square foot manufacturing facility with international distribution customer service in Ireland. In 2024, we just opened our brand new global headquarters in Utah, United States. Here's our new LifeWave headquarters. And we currently have distribution to 80 plus countries from 15 global distribution centers. And this is David Schmidt, our visionary founder and CEO. And he's not only a brilliant scientist and researcher, he's a genius inventor with over 135 patents. And he's been on the leading edge of phototherapy research and science for over 20 years. And David's actually conducted over 80 clinical studies proving the efficacy of LifeWave's phototherapy products. And because we're such a solid science-based company, there's always many more studies in the works. Our focus for the last 14 years has been in the field of anti-aging and regenerative science. And in 2019, we released to the world market the holy grail of health, healing, and regeneration, LifeWave X39. And this truly is a historic and affordable breakthrough in wellness technology. And we're actually doing what multi-billion-dollar companies and big pharma have not been able to do. That is, when used in conjunction with proper nutrition and hydration, X39 has been proven to activate a specific copper peptide that supports and enhances stem cell activity, turning back our biological clock and altering gene expression towards a younger and more vibrant you. And yes, we have patents. Yes, we have clinical studies. Yes, we have field results proving X39 is actually turning back your biological clock, helping people to look, feel, and perform and live younger. And this is our patent. It was granted back in 2020, and it shows that our technology, X39 technology, actually produces beneficial effects in the human body, such as activation of stem cells. So we're not going to beat ourselves in the market because we have the US and world exclusive on this technology. So let me just briefly talk about some of the benefits you might experience if you choose to try the X39 patch. And certainly energy is the first one because energy could be said to be the currency of life. And using X39 daily leads to increase in cellular energy. And from the very first day, you may feel less fatigued. And how about better sleep? Using X39 daily leads to an improvement in the quality and quantity of sleep. Most people report that their sleep is deeper and longer. And how about sports performance? Use X39 improves both sports performance as well as significant reduction in recovery time after exercise. And some X39 users over the age of 50 have reported feeling stronger and more fit than they were back in their 20s and 30s. In fact, LifeWave patches are now used by pro and amateur athletes all around the world in almost every sport. The media has begun to notice. And you know what? You might too, if you look carefully on some of your favorite athletes and you see these auspicious little white patches on their bodies, and that's LifeWave Technologies. How about pain relief? Most people notice a reduction of pain within minutes of application, and truly the pain relieving benefits of X39 have to be experienced to be believed. And what about brain health? Many report improved memory, focus, and cognitive function. We have extensive laboratory tests proving that there's cumulative benefit in your cognitive function with the extended use of X39. And another wonderful and somewhat miraculous benefit of X39 is enhanced wound healing. And X39 helps support the natural wound healing process. Many people say that their wound healing time is cut in half. So it's really, really wonderful. And here's an example of some of the benefits, visual example. You can see this gentleman on the left after 8 weeks. Look at the difference in his skin tone. And more than that, just you can see the light coming out of his eyes. He's just more alive. And many people, will attest to that. And here, this woman here, you look at the difference between day 1, day 30, and 4.5 months later, you can see the age reversal and increased collagen production, making a huge difference in her chin, lips, and cheeks. And down at the bottom left, this young lad, a 6-year-old, clipped the edge of the tip of his finger off in a door. The family rushed him to the doctor with the fingertip and implored the doctor to sew it back on. He says, there's no use doing that. It's just going to die. It's not going to regenerate. Well, he sewed it back on. They used the X39 and complete regeneration in 8 weeks, about 2 months later. Somewhat miraculous. And this gentleman here fell through the attic, through the ceiling, and broke 6 ribs, punctured his lung. He was in extreme pain. Expected recovery was 6 weeks. And with the use of our technology, in less than 3 weeks, he was back to work. So pain-free. So here's another amazing result. This woman had some radiation treatment on her face. And you can see on June 6th, she had the treatment. June 10th, a few days later, she wasn't looking too good at that point. June 17th, so that's like, almost 2 weeks later, she's starting to look better. June 23rd, okay, that's, 2.5 weeks later, she's looking better. On June 30th, which is like 3 weeks later, look at the difference. 3.5 weeks later, look at the difference. You can't tell she ever had the treatment. So wonderful results that people are having. And along with that is wrinkle reduction. And we encourage everybody, before you start using our products, you take some pictures of those fine lines and wrinkles, or, things that you may not be so happy about happening to your body. Take pictures And unlike the pain relieving and energy enhancing qualities that are many times noticed very quickly, this is typically noticeable over an 8 to 12 week period. And along with that, scar reduction, not only is wrinkle reduction, but there's scar reduction. This is a phenomenon called remodeling, which reduces the appearance of scars externally, also reducing the scars internally. So again, we encourage people to take before and after pictures. And hair growth. We have lots of anecdotal reports. Many users have experienced an increase in the quantity of their hair, and even, getting some of their old darker color back, okay? And how about finally youth renewal? X39 patch, the result is a better, healthier, and more vital you. So you can enjoy the midlife and, all stages of life, with vim and vigor and vitality. So what are people saying? I'm going to play just a short clip here that shows some testimonials of people and what kind of results they're having with the product.
X39 has really changed my life. I'm not stuck at home in pain in bed. I'm out here with my friends and enjoying my family.
Big thank you to LifeWave for helping me, helping my family, and helping the 100 people now in our team who are using LifeWave daily and their families. Big thank you. Love the products.
And I have energy through the roof.
I sleep better. I have so much more energy.
Throughout the day, I can focus better. I can concentrate in my work.
Our church worship service lasts 45 minutes. For the last 2 years, I've not been able to stand that long. 2.5 weeks into wearing the X39 patch, the pastor said, "You can now be seated." It dawned on me at that moment that, my goodness, I've been standing this whole time, didn't realize it.
After starting using the technology for approximately 2 weeks, my pain completely disappeared.
32 years of pain gone in 3 days.
I just love the products. They just help me to feel younger and younger year after year.
Thank God for X39.
My skin become younger, softer, firmer.
It's been really amazing.
I love X39 because it really helped reduce the inflammation in my knee. I can now run again. Woohoo!
It is a big woohoo. So now let's hear about what doctors are saying, because our technology is so rock solid. We have many healthcare practitioners, joining LifeWave, using it personally, professionally in their practice. And we're very blessed to have one of them with us here tonight. I'm going to turn this next part of the call over to one of our field partners and leaders, Sunshower Rose, and she's going to introduce a special doctor that's here with us tonight. So Sunshower, thanks for joining us.
And thank you so much, Gregory, for that great introduction. And the first part of our program was just fabulous. Enjoy it every time I hear it. So I am going to introduce in just a moment, Dr. Jeffrey Hubbard. But at first I'd like to give a little bit of his background. And it's extensive, so I'm going to just read it. Dr. Jeffrey Hubbard is a medical doctor, researcher, and entrepreneur with more than 20 years of experience in various scientific disciplines and 7 years of extensive medical training. Dr. Hubbard's knowledge base covers a wide array of scientific disciplines, with special interests in human anatomy and physiology, molecular biology, frequency therapy. Well, there's a mouthful for you. Nutrition and lifestyle modification, as well as integrated functional medicine. His areas of expertise include family, public, community, environmental, and preventative medicine, as well as healthcare technology, administration, and infrastructure development. And with that mouthful, I would like to bring on our friend and fellow brand partner, Dr. Jeffrey Hubbard.
Hi there. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you doing, Doc?
I'm doing excellent, Can't complain one bit.
Yeah.
My Tuesday. I've been looking forward to this.
Oh, I have too. Thank you so much for being with us, Doc. So I'm going to just jump in with a few questions, okay?
Sure.
So what first piqued your interest about LifeWave to use the technologies for yourself and then to share with your patients?
Well, to be quite honest, I was introduced by a good friend of mine. We were in another direct network marketing company, and we were selling nutritional products in that group. And she said, "Hey, Doc, I'm going to take you to lunch. I want to introduce you to a new opportunity I think is going to be amazing." And, when you get that call, you just have to, it's part of the curiosity of the whole situation, right? So we sit down to lunch, and I remember her handing me the 15th anniversary booklet. First thing in my head was like, wow, 15 years. How did I not hear about this? I consider myself to be somebody who's like always researching for the next best thing. And I hadn't heard about LifeWave. So I was intrigued there. I read through the booklet. I thought to myself, wow, if this is really what's available, then this is a serious game changer. So there's tons of research on the website. I dug through that. And then I did some other independent reading and just wanted to make sure that I felt comfortable. And then I ordered shortly thereafter. I had virtually immediate experience. Within a couple of hours, I noticed that I was feeling something. Couldn't quite put my finger on it, but I noticed how I slept so great that night. And I woke up feeling refreshed and I had energy. And I was like, wow, I really like this. So that was really the beginning of what truly motivated me to get excited about LifeWave. And then we could talk for hours about the things that I've seen since then that keep me enthusiastic.
So could you just give us a few examples of experiences that some of your patients have experienced with X39?
Absolutely, absolutely. So one of the biggest eye openers was I went down to Houston, where I'm originally from. One of my dad's college roommates, I consider him an uncle. They have some assisted living facilities. They were dealing with a patient who had a really bad ulcer on his leg. They had been working for like 6-8 weeks trying to get this thing healed. As many of you probably know, that's like a big no-no if you're in assisted living and you have to go to a hospital or something because of an infection. So we put an X39. That was Friday evening. We put the X39 on, and that same patch, we left it on until Sunday. And this gentleman's ulcer had reduced significantly in size. It had started to scab over. Everyone was rejoicing. It's healing. We could now, go back to the regularly scheduled program. So that was a big, big deal. That I thought to myself, wow, wound healing is a big problem in our healthcare system, with surgeons who are doing surgery. I mean, the biggest thing is post-operative infection and the wound not healing properly and things like that. So I was really excited to hear about the X39 being able to create that sort of environment for improvement with, breaks in the skin, trauma to the skin, just rejuvenating the skin process. And then, I've had so many different people with cardiovascular concerns, or just literally circulatory concerns. So people have, decline in their heart muscle. It's not functioning appropriately. They're not able to pump blood throughout the system. That creates blood pooling in the lower extremities. We call this edema, right? Swelling in the lower legs, congestive issues in the lungs where you can have shortness of breath, cough, etc. I've seen maybe at least a half dozen or more individuals who just with X39 have been able to improve their circulation and their cardiovascular function. We talk a lot about what healthy people do, right? Just having more stamina, more energy, better in the gym, more physical fitness. But what happens when somebody's already sort of on the decline? So that was really impressive, because outside of a lot of drugs and medical management, there's not a whole lot of things to happen when your heart begins to slow down.
Very, very true. I was curious, where did you put the patch on that gentleman you first mentioned?
So they had his leg all bandaged up. So we just put it a couple of inches away from the wound itself. So that's what I found. If you have a break on the skin and you're trying to get it to heal, you want to try to put the patch as close to it as possible without the adhesive getting into the wound itself. That's the only, caveat.
Right, right. And so actually the energy or the frequencies of our patches actually go through bandages and stuff, right? I mean, I have that going right now.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. So cool, very cool. So what would you share with your new customers? Say you got a new customer because you shared this with your patients. What kinds of things would you tell them is their best advantage?
You know, that's a really great question. I think it's an individualized basis, at least for me. I speak to them on sort of an individualized basis, you know, based upon who I know them to be. If it's a brand new person, I tend to just be very enthusiastic and excited and tell them about my experience and what has happened to me personally and what I've seen with other individuals, and then encourage them to give it a shot and to tell them, hey, this is what I think it can do for you. This is what I've seen it do for other people. Are you interested? You know, and then kind of gauge it from there, how to continue the discussion. But in general, I always sort of encourage everyone to incorporate X39 and or X49 into their day-to-day experience, because in my opinion, there's so much that can be unpacked by what's improved with the X39, right? So there could be varying different things that are going on with the body because you're out of balance, you're not in homeostasis, right? And so that X39 patch brings you sort of into balance. And a lot of, you know, little nagging conditions or different things that you may not have an answer for exactly why they're there, those things tend to improve. You know, you have more energy, you have better mood, you sleep better. So there's a lot of really valuable things that happen with just the X39. And then obviously, if there's other things or specific focuses, then there's all sorts of cool patch combinations and other utilizations for the other patches as well.
True enough. And what about hydration and consistency?
Huge. I mean, it literally doesn't work if you don't do those two things. You know, I mean, the worst thing, and you know, there's been some people who haven't gotten better, right? And the resounding message is negativity about the patch, consistency about the patch, and not being hydrated and mineralized, right? So I think the biggest one is hydration, but secondary to that is mindset. The people who do really well, they jump in feet first, they get really excited. The negative Nelly who kind of dips their toe in the water, it takes longer, and I don't think the body responds the same way.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Well, we kind of need to wrap this bit up, but I'd like to know if there's something else you just want to share with our folks that are watching in this evening.
Yeah, just in general, guys, this is a really powerful technology. We're living in the biotechnology age. So don't look for something more sophisticated down the road and miss out on this simplistically profound product right here in front of you right now. I don't know of another product on the market that has this amount of impact and benefit for this price.
Yeah.
That's a huge, huge thing, guys. I pride myself on trying to stay on the cutting edge of these cool wellness technologies and different equipment and stuff like that. This is the best bang for your buck for sure.
Amen, brother. Couldn't have said it better myself. That's awesome. Thank you, Dr. Jeff.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you, Shower. That was you said a lot in a very short period of time. Really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to go back and share my screen again, and we're going to talk about the other side of LifeWave, which is the business opportunity that exists. And so let me share here. And look what this company has done in the last 5 years. Since 2018, the company has grown like 20x, went from around 20 million a year to over 40 million a year. And 60 to 70% of that is our flagship product, X39. So, you know, it's not a universal panacea, but it's close to that as anything I've seen. It's a fabulous product. It's a really wonderful product. You owe it to yourself and your loved ones to give it a try. So there is a pretty exciting business opportunity. And, you know, most of us are looking for a plan B in this gig economy. You know, it's getting harder and harder for families and individuals to make it with one job or one source of income. And with LifeWave, you can get paid for sharing. You can create a part-time or full-time income with our patented, exclusive, breakthrough, one-of-a-kind products with no competition. We own the patents, and this is the only channel of distribution. We have a simple, duplicatable success system. We have free websites for everyone that joins. We have free training and support. It's a very low cost of entry and the satisfaction of being rewarded for making a difference in people's lives and health. And so there are 5 ways to earn with LifeWave. And in addition to being a rock solid, debt-free 20-year-old company doing business in 80 plus countries, LifeWave has really developed a very solid, balanced, and well-structured compensation plan. It's a hybrid binary pay plan that generously pays 50% of all sales to brand partners in 5 different ways, instead of paying to CVS and, Whole Foods and doctors and pharmacies. We send the money back home to Main Street. So there's 5 ways to earn. You can earn between 20 and 33% customer bonus by just sharing the products with people that choose to buy them directly from you or directly from the company. You can earn 15 to 31% in what we call a product introduction bonus when someone decides to join you as a brand partner with one of our 5 brand partner starter packs and upgrades, and I'll share those with you in just a moment. There's also a $50 binary cycle bonus. Don't worry about that if you're new to the field of direct sales network marketing, but it's a very successful, powerful, and universally recognized compensation methodology. And we have 20 to 25% matching bonuses, along with wonderful trips, contests, and special bonuses. So there are 3 ways to get started. Number 1 is a retail customer for X39. It's $149.95 for a 1-month supply. That's 30 patches. You wear it 12 hours on, 12 hours off, discard it, put on another one in the morning. Most people put a new one on in the morning, take it off at night, and do it again tomorrow. Or you could become a preferred customer. So retail customer is a good way. Preferred customer is a better way because you can get a 33% discount. You can buy the products at the wholesale price, and there's all that's required is you commit to a monthly auto ship subscription, and there's no long-term commitment required. You can stop at any time. You could sign up today and turn off your subscription tomorrow, but get the benefit. Most people don't do that. We really encourage you to give the products a good try for 30, 60, 90 days or longer. And there's no long-term commitment required, but you have the benefit of a risk-free 30-day money-back guarantee. And what we like to say, the best way to get started is as a brand partner. And again, you can get paid for sharing. You can earn part-time or full-time income, generous personal and team rewards. You get paid weekly. We have 5 brand partner starter kits that are available, and they all come also with a risk-free 30-day money-back guarantee. So we have our 5 starter kits started. The bronze, which is $125 for 1 sleeve of X39 and the $25 membership fee. The silver is $299, get 3 sleeves of X39, and we waive the $25 membership fee. Gold gives you 5 sleeves plus one of our other wonderful products, and we waive the $25 membership fee. The platinum is $999, and the diamond is $15.99. And the price just gets better and better and better with the bigger packages, and you're actually buying below wholesale as you move up the ladder. And you could start at a silver level and bump up to gold or up to platinum and take advantage of the discounted price for those larger packages. So, do what's best for you. And by the way, you can substitute 2 sleeves of any of our other products except the X49 can be substituted for every sleeve of X39. So you can mix and match the products as you like in these packages. And again, there's a risk-free 30-day money-back guarantee if you start as a brand partner also. So I just want to say, for my wife, Robin, and I, LifeWave was definitely an answer to a prayer. Every day we get to hear miracle stories, and we've had a couple amazing miracle stories within our own life and our own family. Every day we are enhancing and changing other people's lives. And every day we're enjoying the blessings of health, vitality, lifestyle community and financial freedom that LifeWay provides us and so many other people around the world. So, what's the next step? Well, the very next step is I just want to say thank you for spending some time with us here today. And get back with the person who invited you and get your questions answered. We suggest you commit to try X39, and with our risk-free 30-day money-back guarantee, you've got nothing to lose and your health to gain. And you can enjoy enhanced quality of life, changing the trajectory of your aging and maybe the trajectory of your finances too. So, join us, share the good news about X39, and join our global wellness community. So with that being said, I want to thank you again and invite you to get back with the person that invited you. And this officially is going to bring our meeting to a close today. Good night, everyone. God bless.